There are some gifted collabs that I turn down because you are asking for heaven and earth and you want to give me a lip gloss. Ah, it's gonna be tough. I remember there was a time that I'll post videos, 5 comments. If I even see 5 comments, I will praise God. Now people can smell fakeness from miles away. You don't interact in your stories, nothing. They will not answer you. So if you have 100,000 followers or even 50,000 followers, but the brand goes to your comment section and then they only see 5 comments, are we playing? Is this playing? Immediately they're going to click out of your page because it is giving very much bot followers. Yeah, I said it. Come and beat me. If you're a small creator, micro influencer, nano influencer, and you're looking to work with brands, keep watching. You do not need thousands of followers to work with brands. The only thing that can stand in your way of working with brands this year is you. Yes. So I currently have 1,900 subscribers on YouTube and about 3,600 followers on Instagram. And this is how much I made from a single brand last year. I'm going to walk you through exactly how. So if you find this video useful, make sure you subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share it with as many people. Let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is build a strong foundation. What do you want your personal brand to be? What do you want people to know you for? What niches do you want to focus on? I say niches because I strongly do not believe in niching down to just one focus. I've tried it. It didn't work for me. I'm a very dynamic individual and there's different things that I like. So yeah, who is your target audience? What do they like? You need to find these things out and actually write them down. I have this big book. I feel like I've shown you guys on my channel before. It's a bit of a distance, so I don't want to bring it. And I literally write down all my plans for my YouTube, all my plans for my social media. You really need to make your vision plain. I understand that you want to work with brands, but you need to first know that you yourself are a brand. Repeat after me. I am a brand. Yes. So you need to treat your social media that way and figure out how you want to be perceived on your social media and then begin to create content that is tailored to that. Quick example, when you look at this image, what comes to mind? Exactly, that brand. So the same way when people look at your picture, something should come to mind. That is what you are trying to build. And honestly, I feel like I'm still on the journey of building my personal brand. And I also feel like my personal brand is evolving, but it's something that I'm very conscious of and it has helped me in the type and quality of content that I put out. I really need to bring my mom on this channel to talk about personal branding because she is so good on the topic and she has coached so many people about it. She should most likely have more coaching sessions this year. Check out this page. I'm going to just, link it there. Check it out and stay tuned for updates. So yeah, your brand, it goes down to even how you want your feed to look like. Do you want that clean girl aesthetic? Or do you want a more fun, colorful vibe? You need to decide these things and that will help you create an attractive page. Next step is to update your social media account. You are no longer on social media just for fun and games and vibes. You are here for business. And I shy away from, referring to social media as business for influencers because I did not get into social media for the money. I genuinely enjoyed it. If you are in it for the money, you will be tired and you will quit. But in the real sense of it, it is a business. We're actually trying to build something here. So tell me why your page is on private and you want to be an influencer. Anyways, I know that nobody watching this is on this table, but if you are trying to build a social media page, you need to make your social media page a creator account or a business account. And this is for Instagram or TikTok, to be honest, because it gives you access to features like Instagram analytics, which is where you get a lot of information about how your posts are doing, what your followers look like, and what kind of content that they enjoy. Make sure your bio is updated. It is basically your social media resume. It is the first thing that brands see when they go on your page. So this is what my bio currently looks like. You can see I have my niches clearly stated there. You can also add a statement that kind of describes what you want your community to look like, because another huge part of building a brand is, nurturing and growing your community. So that's why I have like that tagline in there. I do play around with it a bit. Also, make sure your email is typed on there, because if you just use the email icon alone, it doesn't show on Instagram desktop. So if an influencer manager is looking through your Instagram page through their laptop, they would not find your email. Also include your location, because they do be searching by location. A lot of brand deals are location specific as well. Like I said, your social media page is what brands
Also
look at
update your
to decide
highlights.
whether they want to work with you or not.
Also update your highlights with brands that you've worked with previously and any specific things that you like to highlight about yourself.
With my 3,000 followers on Instagram, Susie Share reached out to me. Yeah, I was so shocked. Like, how did they find me? It just goes to show you that they are actually actively looking to work with us small creators. We just need to position ourselves well. And that brings me to my next point. Create quality content. Guys, this is so important. But still start with what you have, because not having expensive fancy equipment is not an excuse. I do not own a camera, no fancy softbox lights, none of that. I just use my phone to shoot all my content and it still comes out crisp. If you want to know how I achieved that, I have a video up. I'm going to link here. Check it out after this video. I also have an editing masterclass coming up next week. So this is actually time bound. So sign up if you want to be a part of it. I'm going to include the sign up link in the description, because aside from your filming quality and the quality of the content you film, you also want your editing to be top notch. One thing I found here is that as creators, we get very attached to videos that we shoot. So you shot a video and you can tell that this part is a bit too slow, but because of how much time you spent filming that angle, you now want to show it for 1 minute. People are going to click away. Nobody's going to be watching your video for that long, especially if it's on Instagram and TikTok. Short form content is preferred on those apps. So you need to be ruthless with your editing. I learned this the hard way. Always have this at the back of your mind when you're shooting, when you're editing. Will this video catch the eye of my audience? Will it attract that brand I've been wanting to work with? If not, you know what to do. There are some videos that I've shot and I've actually not put out because I just felt like it could be better quality, and I redid them or I just let go of them. Now, I'm not saying you need to be so hard on yourself. Honestly, I even feel like I need to give myself a bit more grace when I discard videos, because some of those videos are actually not so bad. But even though you are still learning, you still want to show some level of quality. My next tip is to offer value. I used to hate hearing this when creators talk about it, but guys, it is the truth. You are no longer creating content for your family and friends to watch. If I do not know you from anywhere, why should I watch your video? Why should I share it? What is so special about you? It's hard to hear, trust me, I know, but you really do need to offer value. What can you show people? What can you teach people? Even if the value you're offering is you always give people entertainment, a good laugh. They know that when they come on your page, they will just laugh and forget their worries. That is value. That is actually value. So you don't actually have to be teaching something. There's something I heard someone with a really solid platform say recently. I think her name is Global Tammy. I'm going to link her somewhere here. She basically said that if one of your videos go viral today and I click on your page to see what other content you have, what would make me hit the follow button? Like, what would make me stay? So it's something to really think about. Like, even if your videos are not going viral, you are curating a feed for when brands eventually find your page and they scroll through, so they can actually see, oh, okay, this girl has a lot going on. Let's reach out to her. Trust me, you don't need to use all the effects in the world or the most complicated editing to get brand deals. You don't. Anyways, I'm going to be talking more about editing in my masterclass that's coming up. So if you're interested, sign up. My next tip is to identify brands that you actually want to work with. I don't care how big they are. Go on their page and look at the type of content that they post there. Look at the type of influencers they are currently working with. Go through those influencers' pages. See the type of feed they have, the type of content that they create. Now, I'm not saying you should go there and just lift, copy, and paste their content. Don't do that. But it will give you an idea of what these brands are actually looking for, and then you can tailor your content to fit along those lines, and it'll be easier for them to find you. Or when you reach out to them and pitch yourself, you're able to show them videos that you've made that will be of interest to them. That way they'll be more convinced to work with you. For example, I like to work with fashion brands. So if you go to my page, you see a lot of fashion content, a lot of fashion videos, ways to style, get ready with me, things like that. So when a fashion brand goes on my page, they are able to see things that resonate with them. And when I pitch brands, I also link these videos to the email so that they can see my previous work and add me to their influencer list. I also have interest in skincare, makeup. So you see videos like that as well on my page. It was because I used one of those skincare videos to pitch Indeed Labs, I was able to do this video for them. And even after posting the video, I sent them another email showing them the engagement of the video and how well it did. So they'll be encouraged to work with me again. And this relates to my next point. Find out what your audience likes, and you can do that in two ways. So one is to actually ask them, and the second way, which is what I found more effective, is to create different types of content, try different things, test the waters, and then see what they respond to the most. That way you're able to tell, oh, okay, this is what they like, and that their response is called engagement. As a small influencer, micro influencer, small creator, engagement is your friend, because that is what you actually have to show that your content is being received well. You don't have all the followers in the world, and it will shock you to know that brands actually prioritize engagement rates over large following. Yes. So if you have 100,000 followers or even 50,000 followers, but the brand goes to your comment section and then they only see 5 comments,
bombastic side eye.
Are we playing? Is this playing? Immediately they're going to click out of your page because it is giving very much bot followers. Yeah, I said it. Come and beat me. But honestly, they will smell the fake followers from miles away. They even have tools they use to be able to check if your following is legit or not. So my advice is to just avoid buying followers. I know it's tempting. I know it can be tempting, but don't do it. Grow organically. It is possible. So many people have done it. We will do it. Okay? So just calm down. Calm down. Focus on increasing your engagement and growing your community. If people comment on your pictures, respond, and don't just respond with emojis. Respond with actual sentences. Engage with them. Have actual conversation with them. Just respond how you respond to a friend. If people send you DMs, respond. Yeah. It also counts, and you also get to meet really amazing people. Like, I have a lot of Instagram friends that I've never met in person, and I don't know if I'll ever meet them in person. And I found that people are more inclined to support your content when they feel like they know you, or they've built some type of rapport with you. Use your stories a lot. I'm trying to get better at this, but try to post stories every day. You can carry them along your day, show them things that you like, go grocery shopping with them. Like, let your stories be very interactive. Bring them into your life a bit. I mean, I know people like to be private. Even I am a private person. There's a limit to what I show online. But if you follow me, you can still get to know me, which I feel is very important for influencers. Now, people can smell fakeness from miles away. If you come out just when you want to post videos and say, hey, please help me like, help me engage, but you don't interact in your stories, nothing, they will not answer you. And this thing also takes time, because I remember there was a time that I will post pictures, I'll post videos, 5 comments. If I even see 5 comments, I will praise God. Sometimes 1 comment. It was so bad. But with time, it has gotten a lot better, and I know it will keep growing. So don't give up. Now, before you click away, I hid the best tip somewhere, and I've not yet said it. So make sure you keep watching. I've said my own. And also subscribe. If you've not subscribed, subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, next tip is a really important one. Join influencer platforms. You need to be on at least, I don't even know how many. Join as many as you can, because that will give you a wide access to a lot of brands. And all you need to do is just sign up with your email, add your portfolio, and you're able to scroll to different brand campaigns, brand deals, and choose from them. A lot of times, these platforms prefer to give gifted collabs. So in exchange for your content, they will give you the product for free. Now, I'll say don't be quick to turn down gifted collabs, especially if you are a micro influencer, you're just starting to grow. still accept those collabs because one, it will allow you create content that can actually show your work. Secondly, it would give you an opportunity to build relationship with these brands. So you can create the video, like I mentioned earlier, send it back to them and be like, oh, I really enjoyed using this product. This is the video I made. I hope you like it. I look forward to, working with you on future campaigns. I'm open, things like that. And it's also nice to get free products, especially if it's something that you use every time, like makeup, skincare. That being said, there are some gifted collabs that I turned down because you are asking for heaven and earth and you want to give me a lip gloss. Ah, it's gonna be tough. Oh, and there's something I started doing before I actually turn it down. I reach out to them and I tell them that, oh, I'm currently focused on paid collaborations. Are they open to paid collaborations? You never know. They might respond and be like, oh, yeah, they actually are. I know someone that has done that. I ended up getting paid good money for what would have just been a gifted collab. In this influencer space, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. You need to be bold and seize every opportunity. Here's a list of influencer platforms that I'm on. For skippers, it's a good one, but it's mostly gifted collabs, which I've already said is not the worst thing in the world. And for Upfluence I like because you don't even need to pitch for any brand deals. All you need to do is set up your account and the brands will come to you. Yeah, it is so good. So for the other platforms, you typically have to upload a portfolio, upload a media kit. That's another topic. I will get into that shortly, but I just want to mention that there are different types of content creation. There are brand deals, and there's also something called UGC, user generated content. I feel like UGC was a gift from God to small creators because there you can make good money and you don't even have to post any of the content. So basically, the brands are paying you to make content that they would use on their own platforms, and that is it. You create the content for them, they pay you, and you go. I have done UGC for a few brands. One of them is McAfee. I didn't have to post it and I got paid. So it's something that I definitely encourage you to explore as a small creator. Now, let's dive into how to get brands to notice you. We've kind of touched a bit about it, but there's some important things I want to mention. So please listen. I'm also going to be sharing templates of pitches that you can send to brands. But the first thing I'll say is tag brands in your post. If you're using their makeup, if you're using their skincare, tag them. Next thing I'll say is reach out to PR agencies and brands. Send them emails. Finding their emails aren't too difficult. What I typically do is send them a DM on their social media pages. Their social media reps typically respond to me the same day with the exact emails that I need. And then I'm able to email the PR agencies and brands directly. Another way to get contacts of influencer managers is to go on LinkedIn and actually search for them. So search up their job titles. There are a few variations that you can look up. You can search for them by the specific companies that you actually want to work with. So yeah, I'm sure by this point you realize that this thing is actually work. Like being a content creator is work, but it's work that I really enjoy. So, and of course, as we grow, as we get bigger, we can then have management that would actually be doing all this work for us. But right now, we are our own PR managers. And don't get me wrong, brands will approach you as a micro influencer. So you can decide not to bother reaching out to them and just focus on creating quality content, and they will come to you. When you're reaching out to brands, you also need to include a portfolio or a media kit and also have a rate card ready. So I only provide my rate card if the brand asks, but I know some people give their rate card directly to the brands. So the reason why I wait before giving brands my rate card is because I don't want to shortchange myself. What you have on your rate card might be way smaller than what the brand has as their budget, and then you end up shortchanging yourself. If the brand had a budget of $500, but your rate card says $200 because you think, oh, I'm just starting out, and then you present them $200, how much do you think the brand will pay you? $200 exactly. So yeah, that's why I go that route and only provide it on demand. I know this is a lot of information, so comment down below and let me know if you want me to do a video about how to create a brand kit, how to create a rate card, and the idea behind my pricing, how I go about my pricing. I don't know how this was not the first tip, but post consistently. You need to show up almost every day on social media. Some people even say show up every single day, but I feel like that would be too much for my followers. So right now I'm trying to do 5 days a week, and It's not been so easy, but having a content calendar has helped me so much. That can also be a whole other video. Let me know if you guys want something on that and I'll cook it up. If your last video only had 100 views and 2 comments, still post the next video. I know it's painful. I know it's hard, especially for YouTube where you don't even spend hours editing. You spend days. I spend days editing YouTube videos. And sometimes I come and I just see a very low view count and I just close the app because I feel so over it. But then you just need to keep showing up because you don't know what video will actually do really well. And then people will start looking at all your other videos. And from there, you've made it. One thing I've told myself this year is that I will show up, not just for myself, but for all the people that have supported me from day zero. And also for people that are wondering if it is possible, especially if you live in a foreign country. I live in Canada. I'm originally from Nigeria. I sound Nigerian. I look Nigerian. So yeah, I know this place can be intimidating, but don't give in. Do not let imposter syndrome win because you are going to make it big. And my biggest secret is I'm a person of faith. I talk to God about my content. When I'm looking for content ideas, I pray. Before I film, I pray. Before I edit, I pray. As I'm about to post, you guessed it right. I pray. I consistently started doing this last year, and I've honestly seen a shift. A good number of videos I've put out came from prayer. I was completely blank on what to create. I went to pray and I came out with ideas. And those videos have actually done really well. So I would say don't leave God out of your content creation journey. Involve him. In fact, bring him at the center. And I know that he will crown our efforts. This year, we are in our content bag. Okay? Okay? Like, I know there's so many times I wanted to quit YouTube. I wanted to quit content altogether. But I still find myself coming back because I genuinely love it. It's not every brand deal that you accept. Be prepared to turn down brand deals to protect your personal brand. Remember, we spoke about personal brand and how important it is in the long run. Lastly, give yourself grace and take breaks. Sometimes I go off social media for a while and take breaks because it can get a lot, especially if you're a creator. So make sure you look out for your mental health and take a step back when you need to. That brings us to the end of this video. If you made it this far, you are a real one. In fact, let me know in the comment section. Comment a pink heart if you made it this far. Please let me know if you found this video helpful. I would really appreciate the feedback. And let's stay connected. Subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Also, check out my Instagram. I feel like I don't plug it enough. So follow me on Instagram as well. There's a lot of good content on there and more is coming. Okay? Bye.